Alright, so Spyker, Games and Flames, the run back and grand finals. Spyker has to fight a bit of an uphill battle, needs the 6-0 games if he wants to take this. Games just needs a 3-0 to end this tournament for once and for all and deny Spyker any sort of reset. But question is, can either of these players get what they're looking for?
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Neither player is slouch to taking these tournaments for themselves. So we will see who will come out on top this time. Game 1 coming out onto Forsburn. I believe we saw this for Game 1 in their winners final set as well. So not too surprising to see us starting off here once again.
Yeah, indeed, and oh my god, already Games and Flames once again trying to set the tone and the pace of this match, saying this is my tournament to win and you're not getting in the way of it. A quick bash kill to start things off.
Yeah, you know, we were talking about the momentum that Spyker had from the loser's final set. It seemed like he's doing such a great job at setting his own pace. But Games and Flames doing a great job.
And there's another bash again. Oh my gosh.
Immediately with these Nair bash confirms, just running this advantage state into the ground, covering every option Spyker is looking for beautifully.
All that momentum that Spyker has from his previous set just gone in 2 instances. Games really showing that he wants this tournament badly, but Spyker finally finding that first stock, getting that read with the up dagger.
Yeah, getting the tech chase on the platform with the up dagger, and Spyker starting to show some signs of life here, getting Games in off stage, but Games once again slipping past, and ooh, back air almost killing. Both players are just narrowly slipping past the edgeguard opportunities from each other.
Indeed,
and Spyker coming out on top once again. Yeah,
I
Spyker
never thought I'd see the
back.
day where Spyker's a believer in up dagger and up cape. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
It's a very unfortunate way to end that game 1, but man, the way these two are playing, we're in for a hot grand set.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely not the way you want to see it go out if you're Spyker. Games had such a seemingly insurmountable lead, and Spyker was doing such a great job at bringing it back. Just unfortunately fast falling a bit too much there. Maybe thought he had a resource that he didn't have. Unfortunately, dropping game 1. But game 2, we will see the run back. I don't disagree at all. You know,
yeah,
it seems like
Spyker knew exactly what he was doing to try and bring that game 1 back, so why not go ahead and run it back again on the same stage for game 2?
Yeah, the adaptations were there for you, you know, just a little bit of unfortunate execution errors is what cost you that game. That and the lead that Games had for himself at the start, so we will see if Spyker can maintain that composure and keep these adaptations rolling for himself.
Indeed, and so far, really even game to start game 2 off for both of these players. Spyker gonna end up rolling into that Sign Blast, but it doesn't matter. Oh, rough DI there on the F dagger from Games and Flames. And you know what? That is the power of F cape. It forces you into a 50-50 situation where you don't know if you're getting the cape or the dagger. Well,
yeah, but
the down tilt dagger, I mean, but doesn't matter. Games gonna take that stock back with an F strong of his own.
Yeah, Games answering back almost immediately, getting himself back into the driver's seat in this game, answering back the movement that Spyker is going for very well, narrowly missing the bash, but Spyker accidentally fast falling once again. Not what you want to see if you're a fan of the coolest wolf ever. Ooh, but the back air's the soft back air into the strong back air. Almost gets another back air. That one surely would have been the stock that high up, but Games narrowly avoids it and gets an edge guard opportunity for himself. But Spyker, the up cape, once again, he's becoming a believer. Secures
Indeed,
that into the stock.
Ash not gonna kill quite yet. Is very dangerously close to doing so because these blast zones are just really small.
Yeah, and
Games
it's so
getting the
hard to
tech
know how
roll.
you need to DI. Yeah, it's so hard knowing how you need to DI that bash sometimes, but Spyker recognizes how he needs to DI and able to make it back, clawing his way back, but Games with the tech chase into the up strong, going up 2-0 once again against Spyker.
Yeah, this is looking like a more eerily similar story for Spyker, whose Games is already 2 games up against them. But however, the only difference between their last set and this one is that Spyker is really keeping up with the pace of Games this time around. Really trying to counter and call out what Games is going for a bit more. And not letting up once he has that advantage.
Yeah, it's a different vibe this time than it was in the last set. You know, Spyker doing a much better job at meeting Games at the pace that Games is setting, just not quite able to get the things that you're looking for. Another couple execution errors preventing you from taking that game, unfortunately. But we will see a switch up for game 3 coming out from Spyker, taking it to the treetop lodge instead of the forest floor this time. Maybe opting for a bit more of that comfort instead, just wanting to switch it up. You know, I like it here. I think it can work out for you, and we shall see. But Games off to a strong start once again.
Yeah, indeed. Games has been doing such a great job of just using Sign to cover all of Spyker's options, cover like tech chases and whatnot. But right now he's got control of the stage so far. Spyker got a TP close to the stage, finally able to get a little bit more going for him.
Yeah, but Spyker with the edge guard opportunity of his own, and has Games kind of in his own blender right now. Not what we're used to seeing. We're more used to seeing Games put Spyker in that blender, so maybe some more signs of life coming out here from Spyker. It'll just be up to who can secure this stock first. The F and the F dagger not quite gonna be able to do it, but a solid hit from either player coming out soon will be able to take the stock.
Indeed, and yeah, Games just gonna wait that out, punish Spyker for going for a greedy F cape there, and Spyker dies to up air. Up air is a kill move.
No, not quite getting the DI you want there, just DIing out, expecting a nair instead, but able to tech into the down strong to answer back and even up the stock count. But Games off to another strong start on this stock as well, has Spyker in the disadvantage to start things off once again.
Games stuck off stage here, tries to sneak back on, does so successfully, and just catches Spyker with another up strong. Spyker,
yeah, just forces the stand on the platform from Spyker and then gets the dragon hitbox into the team up F strong. Games going up 2 stocks to 1. Potentially Spyker's last stock of this tournament. It's do or die time. If you're Spyker, you gotta dig deep and find your answer right now.
indeed, F strong. Games gonna play it a lot safer, even though it does have 2 stocks to work with. Spyker sent off stage again. Games SDs.
Yeah, Games SDs. Spyker gets the resources back, and Spyker has an opportunity to maybe bring it back, get on the board for himself. Has another edge guard opportunity. Has Games very close to the blast zone. These back airs keeping Games in a rough position.
Spyker just gonna wait over there in smoke, trying to punish Games' approach, and he... Wow.
From the brink of hell, Spyker brings it back, holds on for dear life to that last stock, and Spyker, for the first time in this tournament, is on the board, takes a game against Games in Flames. We have a set, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed we do. And you know, the first 2 games were close. The only deciding factor, and as a matter of fact in all 3 of these games so far, has been SDs from both players.
It definitely has been Spyker SDing stocks in the first 2 games. Games in Flames now SDing a stock in this 3rd game. It's not what you want to see, but you will take it if you are the opposition. We'll see if that will be the deciding factor here once again going into game 4 on Gates.
Spyker immediately gonna go ahead and get smoke set up across the stage and make it a bit harder for Games to figure out where the heck he's at. Okay,
Yeah,
the raw nair, that's something you don't see at all any day. Spyker really feeling himself right now, but Games finally finding an opening again.
I mean, Spyker, after holding on to that last stock so well the way you did in that last game, gotta be feeling good about yourself. Able to get a bit of an advantage started here for yourself. Much unlike the way we've seen the starts of these other games go against Games in Flames. You love to see it if you're a Spyker fan, but
drift there for Spyker to avoid that up strong from Games. And Games had the read and everything where he was gonna go too. Spyker getting that tech on sign charge. And yeah, Sour Bear into Dare gonna do it. Spyker has the lead for now, but how long can he hold on to it? Games now on the back foot. Upstrong's gonna go ahead and take it to even things out.
Yeah, but we see now for the first time in these sets against Games in Flames, Spyker is kind of setting his own pace against Games in Flames, but the SD again, unfortunately, and we are once again potentially on Spyker's last stock of the tournament. It is once again do or die time. You have to hang on to this stock for dear life if you want a chance at getting the bracket reset.
Indeed, it's do or die time once again for Spyker. Games trying to keep him off stage as long as possible. Not going to be able to do so, but Spyker looking for a double dare. Games tries to find the bash, misses.
Narrowly misses. Spyker fast falling just out of the way. Spyker getting the recovery against these rinse and repeat edge guards that are so seemingly so hard to get past.
Oh wow,
but
Games
still
got
up.
faked out by the clone, but still doesn't matter. Oh no! The bash was there, and Spyker is still holding on to his dear stock.
Yeah, Spyker
Upstrong, not going to connect.
Yeah, Spyker was down so much after that SD, but is once again bringing it all the way back. Has Games in Flames off stage. Has
Combust gonna whiff.
The Combust though. Oh, that's not what you want to see if you're a Spyker fan, but he's still holding on. It's in neutral. Whoever gets the next hit just might take this game.
Indeed, and that next hit is going to be Spyker. Doesn't get the tech chase down to it, but Spyker parrying the down strong, and we've got a game 5.
Yeah, and I thought Spyker might have accidentally dashed just out of range, but hits just on the tip of that down strong, charging it just enough to get the purple, and we have a game 5 here. Spyker bringing it back after being down 2-0. Can we see a potential reverse 3-0 for the bracket reset, or will Games in Flames shut it down here in the first set? We have the run back on to Gates. Games in Flames didn't like the way that game went.
Yeah.
Saying he thinks he threw a little bit, so we'll see.
Yeah, going back here, very understandable for Games. You know, it's basically last hit, last stop for both of these players. So why not go for it again? if you do end up losing this game, you have a whole nother set to possibly work with and get a 3-0 there. We shall see if we'll get to that point.
Flames. Yeah, we shall see indeed. A lot of back and forth to start off this game. 5 at even percent so far. And, you know, Spyker moving a little bit, getting the edge guard.
Spyker is finally alive in the set. Holy moly!
Calling out the high recovery, beautifully baiting out the option from Games and Flames, and has him off stage once again. Just relentless in his pressure against this Ori right now.
Yeah, indeed. Spyker unlocking the power of Just Bear, the same Just Bear style that we see from Cake Assault most of the time, and it's working out. Games has got to take this first stock off of this hyena.
Now working out, it is. Games looking on the back foot, finally gets a parry on one of these back airs, but you must be so careful right now if you want to keep this second stock. If your Games in Flames, if you get parried, you're dead. Another one of these down airs in a bad spot will do it as well, but Games gets a bit of movement away from what Spyker was looking for, has an edgeguard opportunity for himself now. But Spyker beautifully DIing away from that down strong opportunity after the jabs and sign tabs, getting a down strong of his own as a rebuttal. Spyker in the lead once again.
Oh no, Spyker throwing himself off stage, overstunning a little bit. Games not able to find this bash.
Yeah,
Spyker
Games
gonna punish Games for the attack on his clone. No smoke there. Gets the edge canceled. Spyker gonna find the bear. Games sitting on his last stock. Needs to take Spyker's second stock soon if he wants to shut down all hopes of Spyker getting a reset. Oh wait, Spyker faking me out as well. Holy.
Yeah, Spyker faking us all out a little bit, making us all think that the clone was him and that he was the clone, but no. Getting the mix-up, getting the back air, getting the recovery, getting the reset onto Games in Flames, getting the reverse 3-0 reset on Games in Flames. Good adaptations coming out from Spyker here.
Yeah, just as it seemed like we were about to see a similar story to Winners Finals, Spyker really digging deep despite the SDs, and manages to force a reset in this very, very tense Grand Finals.
Yeah, good stuff. It is anyone's tournament to win now. One more set is all it will be. You just need 3 games from either player to take it over the other. Will it be Games in Flames or will it be Spyker?
And there's only one way to find that out, and that is to get into our Grands reset. Both players forced into losers, backs against the wall, winner take all Grand Finals.
Yeah, once again starting our set off on the forest floor, no surprises here. Both players probably opting for the same bands that they traditionally have been in these sets. But Games off to a solid start once again. That's kind of been the name of the game for these starts on this forest floor game, on this forest floor stage.
Indeed, and you think by now that with how Winners Finals went, how the first set of Grands went with Spyker on this stage, you think he wouldn't ban this by now, because Games is clearly taking all control of the stage.
Yeah, Games doing such a great job at just running the edge guards into the ground on this stage, despite Spyker getting multiple great techs to try to avoid death. Games did a great job at just scouting out every option and forcing Spyker to have no option but to run strong. and securing the first stock. But Spyker starting to answer back a little bit. Has
Ooh, wow!
The random just lets it rip, and Games is not ready to DI that and gets the first stock.
I think Rivals just decided to off itself. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, excuse us for having some technical difficulties here.
That's weird, I've never seen that before.
Rivals crashing. Dan, where's Dan?
He's retired, apparently.
Yeah, he's too busy on Rivals too. It's alright though, we will get back to the hunt action here momentarily.
Yeah, I don't even think I got a fatal memory error or anything. Rivals just decided, oh, it's time to stop. They don't want it, the game doesn't want us to see how this set ends. Unfortunate.
It's too good. That's what the game's saying. It's saying the gameplay is too fire. I can't handle it.
Yeah, but once again, we're back. Let's jump right back into it. Game 1 on Forsburn.
Yeah, jumping back into it.
Already decided not to. Oh, there we go. Alright, third time's the charm.
There we go. Alright, seems like we've got everything working now. We already first little bit of this game, but I think we can use this as an opportunity to kind of talk about the set in general. You know, Games and Flames been doing a very great job at setting the pace of the start of these sets, but Spyker seems like he's been doing such a great job at answering right back every time, making the adaptations he needs within every single game, not needing games in between to really make these adaptations. You'd love to see it if you're a Spyker.
Yeah, each time that Spyker's back was against the wall in this grand final set, he manages to dig deep, he manages to put himself on the same pace as Games and call out whatever he's doing, how he's approaching, how he's going to escape his combos, stuff like that. It's that type of adaptation that you were talking about that you absolutely need.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe we are about back to where we were before. Yeah, Games getting a good edge guard for himself there. We've seen lots of those opportunities where he gets sign taps into F strong or jabs. That time we see the fair one into F strong, taking the stock off of Spyker.
Spyker really far out off stage, just gonna keep getting sent back off over and over again. The rinse and repeat, and oh no, not again!
Another unfortunate SD. It looks like he accidentally inputted down B there instead of smoke, probably trying to stall a little bit there. Unfortunate SD from Spyker.
Yeah, but as of course, Games can have his win on forest floor, and Spyker will still go back to gates anyways.
Yeah, Spyker opting this time not to immediately run it back to forest floor. I think I agree with this. Games, you know, has seemed so solid on that stage throughout the course of this tournament in that matchup. Like, you haven't taken a single one of those games. I think at this point you say, you know, I'm gonna and the gates, it worked out for you last time, so why not use it as your counter pick if he's gonna leave it open?
Yeah, but will Spyker assume control of his comfort stage, or will Games finally wake up and figure out what... I can't speak. Will Games finally realize what he's been missing the past couple of times he was taking the gates, to figure out how to crack this code and get up 2 games?
Yeah, doing a pretty good job so far. Had the early advantage, but hanging onto the wall just a bit too high. Does not get the tech on that down air, and Spyker with the early lead this time.
Yeah, the script has been flipped indeed, with Spyker having the stock lead so far. Oh my! What are we
opting
witnessing
for
here?
Nair 1 loop. We're used to seeing sushi loops where you go for the Nair 1-2 loop, but Spyker this time going for just straight Nair 1 loops, mixing up the DI on Games. Games able to answer back and eventually get the stock from Spyker. That was a really cool combo to see on the fly from Spyker.
This game is basically even though the percents say otherwise.
Yeah.
Game's gonna get hit with a down strong. Oh, Spyker going really deep to just try and keep that leaf right off stage, and he'll be successful in doing so.
Yeah, Games good DI there, narrowly avoiding death a few times, but the pressure from Spyker is just relentless. Eventually able to get that sweet spot on the back air into the stock. And now up once again in this game, looking to answer back, maybe not have to revert 3-0 this time. Maybe looking to just make it 1-1, but Games trying to shut that down as well, getting the second stock off of Spyker, evening it up to last stock apiece.
Indeed, but okay, yeah, right even before I could even say anything.
Yeah, beautiful combo from Spyker, getting the FK, wave dashing up, catching the jump out with the up tilt, and just beautiful placement on the down air after that, securing the second game, making it 1-1. And this is a different theme than we've seen the past two sets.
Yeah.
Games going up 2-0 the past two sets, getting 3-0 the first time, Spyker having to reverse 3-0, and this time Spyker showing signs of life earlier in this set.
Yeah, and that's what we'd like to see, these constant adaptations being made, where now we've gone from one-sided, what seemed to be one-sided sets to a really close reset so far, but will the person who takes the lead in this game take it all? There's only one way to find out, and that's to see who will win it on Spirit Tree for game number 3.
Yeah, you know, we talked in the Outcast set about in these 1-1 situations when the sets are close, the game 3 being so pivotal, if you were to have that potential game 5. So we are at that pivotal game 3 moment once again, and Games in Flames looking to set himself up for a strong case of taking it here off to a great start early on.
Indeed. Games also having a little bit of home field advantage here. You know, Bash again gonna kill much quicker because of how small the blast zones are. But alternatively, Spyker can rack in a lot of bear kills, a lot of down strong kills, a lot of up strong kills quicker, simply because of those said blast zones. Once again, Spyker finding that parry, gets that up strong.
For sure, but Games has been getting so much mileage off of these side platforms right now, just able to call out Spyker's approaches so well off of them, and has able to maintain this super well. Yeah, getting the call out on the high recovery with that up strong, knows that Spyker is a bit too scared to stay on that platform because Games has been covering it so well.
Yeah, his movement and along with sign coverage on these plats is terrifying to deal with.
For sure.
It makes it a bit tricky for Spyker to simply stand still or just move back off stage again, because you may never know if you're gonna get hit by Ori or you're gonna get hit by Sign and just get stuck off stage again.
Yeah, Ori's so good at, no matter what your option is, just putting you back off stage, but Spyker is doing a great job at getting back to stage despite that almost getting the edge guard onto Games and Flames right there after narrowly getting back from an edge guard. But oh, Games the F tilt into team up F strong, not quite putting Spyker close enough to get a tech off of the stage. And Games taking that game very solidly.
Alright, once again, we're gonna be seeing the treetop counter pick coming out here from Spyker. You know, the last time we saw these two go to the stage, it was in Games' favor until the unfortunate SDs came in. Can Games flip the script this time and close out this reset? Or will Spyker force yet another Game 5?
We will see. Spyker quite possibly wants to force the game 10 of Grands, but we'll see if Games can shut that down. Spyker has Games off stage early, but Games getting back on. Bit of back and forth from these players so far.
Indeed. And you know, never mind, I lost my train of thought.
That is alright. Spyker doing a great job at capitalizing
on... Wow, unfortunate. Getting the parry on the up special, but not quite getting the right range for that down strong. Doesn't matter, Spyker gonna make up for it by finding a bear. Sets up that smoke up high.
Yeah, as I was saying, Spyker doing a great job at just putting those hitboxes right where Games be and getting the first stock because of it in this game 4 of the reset and putting Games back off stage once again. Ooh, the dunk almost securing the stock. The up kick and the up dagger. Spyker is up 3 stocks to 1 so far, looking very commanding so far in this game 4.
This game's just a complete stark difference from what we've been seeing in every other game between these two.
Yeah, Games and Flames been doing a really great job at setting the pace in these games, but Spyker in this game saying, no, we are playing at my pace today. Games finally able to get that first stock off of Spyker and get another edgeguard opportunity for himself, but you have such a lead right now. If you're Spyker, all it takes is one missed opportunity from Games and Flames to secure this last stock.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Games gonna respond with an up strong, but never mind.
Yeah, up strong from Spyker. Spyker forcing the game 10 of Grands. It is anybody's tournament. Let's see in chat who is your favorite to win. If you want to see DT Wolfpack, Spyker take it from the loser's side. Let's get some coolest Wolf ever, or just Wolf in the chat. If you want to see Serene Games and Flames take it, let's see some games in the chat. Going into game 10, Merchant Port for the last game of our tournament. Will it be Spyker or will it be Games and Flames who comes out on top?
Let's see it. Merchant was a pick that we've literally never seen at all from either of these two players, so this is interesting. Very neutral stage to go to, so okay, 1000% anybody's game. This game's narrowly avoiding death there from that bear.
For sure, Games just opting to have a bit more space, a bit more platforms to work with on the Merchant Port counter pick, but so far Spyker's been making everything of it, has the early lead for himself once again, and once again doing a great job at setting the pace for himself, unlike the rest of the games that we've been seeing. Yeah, and the down tilt back air, Spyker once again is in the lead for our game 10.
Yeah, and with long sets like this, you could probably tell that Games might be starting to run out a little bit of stamina. Just as I say that, it's gonna find that kill with the bash again to even things out. Now it's Games' turn to try and take control of this set.
Yeah, evening it back up. Games on the upper hand right now, but Spyker able to slip past the edge guard opportunity with teleporting just right into him, recognizing, you know, we've been playing for so long, I'm just gonna go back to step one at this point, and
Yeah,
working out for him. Up dagger not working out for him that time though, not quite dragging in enough, but it's alright if you're Spyker.
Spyker ended up getting the second hit of upcape there, but it doesn't matter. Once again, finding Bear, and now Games in Flames. He's tournament life here. His back is now the one that's against the wall, and Spyker is going to keep forcing him against that wall.
Yeah, the pressure is relentless from Spyker. You can tell how bad he wants it right now. Games in Flames just trying to hold on for dear life, trying to look for any opportunity that he can to get this stock. He's got a little bit of something started for himself. We'll see if he can convert this edge guard into the
Carry
stock.
on the real one.
Yeah,
We're down to one stock apiece. Games and grand finals.
It is anybody's set right now. It does not get any better than this. Games in Flames has this, gets an early combo started, but Spyker slipping out. We're back to neutral. Games getting the upper hand once again.
Games almost getting that read with Sign. Spyker thrown off stage. The real Forsburn is back on stage again. Games has control of center stage right now. Spyker gets one Bear, not able to follow up the next one. Smoke is set up. No down strong for Spyker.
It is neck and neck here. A solid hit from
And
either
the
player
up
will do
strong will
and the
take
nair
it for
into
Games in Flames.
From the clutches of hell after we're starting to look so bleak for Games late. After Spyker making all the adaptations he needed to, Games in Flames comes back and says, no, this is my turn to win, and takes it in the grand finals. Game 10 reset over Spyker. Congratulations, both players.